Last question number 5. How do I make my box gym porn worthy? Whew, I love this question. Something I'm really passionate about is sharing some of the coolest looking gyms around the world. I want to be clear first why I do this. Purely for inspiration, not for comparison, all right? Some of these gyms look amazing because people have put a lot of effort into, being clean, being tidy, consistent branding, that kind of stuff. And some of them, honestly, just look amazing because when you throw $3 million at a gym, it's probably going to end up looking amazing no matter what. So I want to be clear, especially when I put up the incredible, obviously expensive looking gyms, I'm not saying this is what your gym should be. It's there for inspiration. It's there to remind you that your gym can always look better, that your members want it to look better. We should take pride in everything we do and try and make it look the best it can just because we want it to look the best it can. But some tips. Number 1, first, it has to be clean and it has to be organized. And I mean spotless, all right? You can't try and create a gym porn gym, right? This gorgeous, stunning gym if it's not getting clean daily, if it's not getting organized weekly, if it doesn't already live up to some higher standard the way it is, all right? In short, you can't polish a turd. It has to look good, it has to be clean and organized first, and then we can improve on it. So if you haven't got that down, put some cleaning systems in place, put some organizational systems in place and get that sorted. Next, the number 1 thing that we can do to completely upgrade a gym, to give a gym an incredible glow up for the cheapest price possible is paint, right? Paint that sucker. And ideally, paint that sucker once a year, once every 2 years at the least, right? Our gyms get beaten up, they get marks from shoes and they get chips from wall balls. Don't be afraid to paint the gym once a year. It's really worth it. Nothing will give your gym that extra pop than just adding a new coat of paint. And be smart about the way you do it. Just because your gym branding is fluoro green doesn't mean you have to paint the whole damn gym fluoro green, all right? It has to be appealing to the eye. One of the big ones that I try and push against is black. Please don't paint your gym black, all right? I've almost never, I think, seen it done well. Now, having said that, because I know a lot of you are cranky at me right now, dark is okay, but go for a dark gray. Go for an 80 or 90% black. That's okay. But when something is black, it sucks all the light and therefore sucks all the life out of the gym, especially if you've got a smaller space. It makes it look really enclosing. So if you are going to go for a dark aesthetic, go for a dark gray and then be really aware that you've created a dark space and you need to bring elements of light into it. Which brings me to my next tip, which is lighting. This is, again, such a cheap and easy way to improve your gym. Lighting is so incredibly accessible. It's something that people think, well, I'm going to have to go to the lighting store and spend thousands of dollars. I'm going to have an electrician install this stuff. Not at all. Go to IKEA. I'm a big fan of IKEA, as you're about to find out. Their lighting section is huge, and most of their lights, even the pendant lights and the LED hangers and all that kind of stuff, most of them you can get with plugs. All right, so you can just, as long as it looks neat and it's not, cords hanging everywhere, you can do a lot for a space with just a little bit of lighting. The other lighting that I like when it's used properly is LED strips. I try to keep LED strips just to the cool white color, right? So just a normal white light. I know the RGB different colors can seem cool, but it can also look very, very tacky very quickly. It can look amazing if you do it well. Like if you check out a video we put out a couple of weeks ago from CrossFit Farnese, they used LED RGB strips to give a blue kind of glow in some of the reliefs of their wall. It looks incredible because their branding is blue, but we don't want to throw out a bunch of RGB too much. Just nice white LED strips just to give it a little pop of color. A really good one is if you need to put a PDF. Oh, we're coming to the end. If you need to put up plywood panels for people to do handstand push-ups on, just space them out from the wall a little bit. Just put a bit of 2x4 to space it out and then run an LED strip behind it. Oh, it looks good. It looks like the plywood is just floating on the wall. Very angelic, very beautiful. So lighting is the next tip. Consistent branding, huge, all right? Break down your brand. What does it stand for? Not just the colors and the fonts and the logo, but how does it make you feel? Is it a grungy brand? Is it a kind of a luxurious, elite, high-end, premium brand? I'm running out of words. This has been a long video. have that branding consistent around the whole place. So when I walk into your bathroom, it should give me the same feeling as when I walk into the reception area or when I walk into the gym. It all should be consistent, okay? Take inspiration from other places that have put the work in, all right? Whether it's a retail store, cafes are amazing for this, hotels are amazing for this, just while you're walking around the world. Around the world. We're at the end of this, guys. I'm so happy you're sticking with me. While you're walking around the world, as we all do, have a look at places that have really put the effort in. They've done their research. They might have even spent tens of thousands of dollars on hiring an interior designer or a consultant for this stuff. Steal their ideas. Cafes are great for this one. Another great place for inspiration, this is where I get most of my stuff from, is a website called Behance.net, Behance.net. It's the largest portfolio website in the world, and you can just search, cafe or gym or whatever you want to search, and then the filter is interior design. Click enter, you're going to get an amazing, amazing array of the most beautiful places in the world. That's where I find most of the box porn, in case you're wondering. And then, as I said before, IKEA is your best friend, whether it's lighting or whether it's the furniture or whether it's fake plants to try and bring a pop of color and a pop of light that you don't have to water every single day. IKEA is absolutely your best friend, and it's my main recommendation because no matter what country you're in, I'm sure you got an IKEA close. So that is how you make your gym porn worthy.